What's up, everybody? I'm Philly. This is my channel. So I remember saying, like, I know that a lot of us can kind of predict situations based off of logic and intuition, like logical thinking, not what somebody else taught us or what we previously were made to believe, but just what we're experiencing and how we see things playing out. And I remember saying, like, it's literally going to be where, like, a zombie apocalypse where people are going to be willing to do bad things, we'll say, even to the most extreme of extreme for resources, because this is a time we're living in of reaping what you sow, cause and effect. And those people who are grateful for the things they already have and have the ability to take accountability and have the ability to admit that they had lessons to learn will be the ones who thrive. 111. And then there will be the other side, which will be the zombies, the ones who wanted to get deeper into drugs and alcohol. So it's crucial for you guys who are on the good side to protect yourself in every way possible. How it starts is online. Hacking is at an all-time high. So when I learn things, I like to share it with you guys on how to protect your devices, downloading videos, which videos to listen to so that you, the frequencies around you, if you're sensitive to energy and frequency, don't harm you. How to combat and defeat this gang stalking thing that's just so weak. How to protect your devices, turning off your Wi-Fi after downloading your things, because the hacking is usually at highest like in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, because a lot of the times your ancestors will wake you up out of a dead sleep, 222, and you may not realize why you just jumped up. If that happens to you, I realize they are warning you to check your devices, check to see if you do leave your mobile data on, which for me, I realize even when I turn my mobile data off, I still have all 5 bars, so it doesn't mess at all. For me personally, I don't know how this works for everybody else, but for me personally, I can still make calls, receive and send text out without mobile data or Wi-Fi turned on at all. So that's probably just another catch to get them to hog up all your data. All this does is allow people who are near you cloning your phone to steal your data as well. If you feel like your data keeps running out, it's probably because someone around you is cloning your phone. These people now, because they refuse to take accountability and the addictions are so high, unfortunately, that they have no choice but to go to stealing from other people, because remember, they're getting breadcrumb to gang stalk, and this is something that they chose, man. This is like a contract that they made, whether it's with a gang or whether it's with the government, which is like a gang anyway. It's a group of bullies to do this. So what happens is these people are like puppets to these whoever was on the top tier. Whether it's the government, they like being the puppeteers. Whether it's gang members, they like to as well. And they usually have dirt on them and they can blackmail them. You'll do this or else. And you guys who don't have that, it's because you took the losses. You realized there's some change that needed to be made in your life. So now you're going to have these other people who still want to blame it on everybody else, wanting to do real bad things to people. You have to protect yourself in these times, I can't stress that enough. Let's just get into a quick message. This is, just different times that we're living in, man. And with the things that you're seeing on TV will make you think that the Matrix is all butterflies and rainbows, okay? Now, it can be in your personal space because you create your reality. You choose who you want and what you want in your life. But you look on TV and they make you believe everybody can afford a Rolex or everybody can afford to go to Sandals on vacation. And then if you can't, then you should strive to do that. I feel like first we need to humble ourselves and be okay with nothing. I don't know if I said this before. I may have. I think I did. How it depends on how you look at everything. When people were saying you will have nothing and be happy, people took that as is that the Matrix was going to want you poor and destitute, and you'll be programmed to be happy with that. I see it as you're going to realize that happiness has nothing to do with having things. And it's a lesson that has to be learned. So it really does, your perspective on every situation in your life from this point out is crucial. It's going to help keep you sane. Because if you're looking at something in a way that's going to make you angry or resentful, then you're going to wind up being just like your opposition. All right, let's just see what we need to know after now that I'm done babbling, correct? Let's see what the message is. I love you guys, if nobody told you. I really do. I really want to try and listen, there's nobody around me right now, so this is why I'm calm. When somebody walks in that door, especially while I'm recording, I pick up on their energy and I immediately get defensive and I immediately get angry and stuff like that. So that's just me as a Heyoka. I'm not going to apologize for that. And I don't feel like I'm supposed to alter that, because then I wouldn't be being my true self. This is how I was created. The sacred clowns were created to mirror everybody's energy around them. So, and that's not an excuse. I mean, sometimes I get out of pocket, but we all do. I never claim to be perfect. Right, what's up here? Oh, grandmother. So your grandmother obviously has a message, or somebody's grandmother has a message for them. Libra, Taurus energy, or just divine feminine. Tell me about this grandmother, please. Oh, did your grandmother leave you some money or something like that, and you're living like this? Wow. I feel like your grandmother is feeling some kind of way about how their grandchild is living at this point. You should be living in this Ten of Pentacles energy, hard rock. But, it could also be the type of thing where there's a home, truth about a home. I just saw a home. So your grandmother may be a little disappointed in what I don't know if your grandmother's passed on. Nationwide. Oh, this could be insurance company, nationwide insurance company for somebody. There's an investigative energy. He doesn't know how to play yet, bro. I feel like your grandmother is, there's something here where a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. Or there's a Capricorn involved here. The Ten of Pentacles came out first, so that's what should be. This is what's here, this Five of Pentacles. There's a Capricorn either that should be in this Ten of Pentacles, or they should be in the Five. It depends on who's there. I do feel like this nationwide could actually have been an insurance company that maybe this grandmother passed away and left something, or there's a grandfather that did and the grandmother feels some kind of way. Definitely Libra, Taurus energy again. Tell me more about this, please. Oh, thank you. This also with the Devil and the Emperor. This is, something's being balanced out with a toxic masculine. It could be an Aries or a Capricorn, but really together, this is just one of those entitled, dark, misogynistic leaven. So that's balance, equal, right? Or unleavened bread is like what? Let me see. Or is that leaven? A substance. Yeah, yeast. To rise. All right. So that says a lot right there. Can I get 3 letters for this? Maybe your grandmother saw you rise. I feel like this is the thing is, you could have some gifts that your grandmother gave you too with the Ten of Pentacles. This is also bloodline. This is also my own business. Your grandmother could be seeing that you learned how to balance money better. With the Three of Cups, you could have you could have put an end to hanging with a lot of people. This is also options to me, like drinking and drugging and stuff. I feel like somebody put an end to hanging with certain friends or people. This could even be family members that maybe drank and got high or something like that. And now you got this wheel turning here, and now this is here. It's because you were so grateful for everything. There's a grandmother who is seeing a grandchild get breadcrumbed. It almost feels like there's somebody who still feels like they have some kind of like power of attorney or authority over somebody else's money. Like someone's giving it out, but they're giving it out in increments or something for somebody. Coins. Yeah, it's like coins, but it should be dollars. For somebody, there's someone who got coins after someone passing, and they should have gotten some kind of money. Act normal. Buried and act normal. Nationwide. Levin scholarship and coins. Wow, buried and act normal. I got Capricorn and I got Aries. These could be two people that should be left out in the cold, but they're not. Let's see. Dollar. Look, coins, didn't I say? Somebody got coins and they should have gotten money. Somebody's still not getting the money that they're supposed to get, because I feel like there's somebody who's in this energy of you'll get it when I give it to you, or if I say that you have it, or it's like saying that someone has power. It's like power of attorney, but I don't feel like it's legal. Yeah, somebody should have gotten a lot of money, but they're being breadcrumbed. It's like, I'll give you a little bit of a time, and I don't feel like that's the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, somebody needs to give up this money so somebody can get out of this Five of Pentacles energy. I don't feel like legally somebody has the right to just breadcrumb somebody. No. It's like not in the contract, or it wasn't in the will, or it's like stop thinking that you have control over how much money goes to somebody here. It's like you see somebody changed. You see somebody April and fresh. So your birthday could be in April. This may also be that you get a fresh start in April because of this. Somebody was supposed to get 10 of Pentacles from a grandmother's passing, or a grandmother is seeing this from a grandfather's passing. Okay, there's somebody who was left some money, and they're literally like homeless, or they were damn near homeless. There's a Capricorn and an Aries here where shit's getting balanced out with them. So these could be two people in your family possibly that actually took some money that was supposed to go hug. Aww. I feel like someone's grandmother is like, I see what you're doing and I see what they did, and I just want to give you a hug. Oh, T could mean something. It could be first or last initial for you. Let's see. This is going to get balanced out. It always does. There's going to be restoration in this situation. It just has to be, man. Because I feel like if there wasn't a nasty male energy that had something to do with trying to take this from you, either a home or some money, then there's a Capricorn and an Aries that we're gonna I don't know if they were breadcrumbing you, or did they just take it all together. Trust. It's a trust. So maybe they had this. Okay, there was all right. I think that the ones who were trusted shouldn't have been, and the one that wasn't should have. Do you get that? I feel like if you weren't very trustworthy before, somebody here changed their life, and now they can be trusted. Like trust them, or trust what they're saying, or a little pick me up pops. Yeah, you could have actually like done drugs in the past, and maybe that's why somebody was saying, oh, well, we're not going to give you that TST. I do feel like, one, it wasn't their say-so. Lesser, they gave you the lesser, or they wanted you to have the lesser. I just want to ask some questions here. Yeah. It wasn't up to somebody to say, well, the way you're living your life, we're going to keep it instead. It's a law. Whatever was left to somebody needs to go to them, regardless of how they're living their life. That's not your decision. You do what's right legally, and if that person blows all that money, then that is a lesson that they have to learn. It's like somebody wanted control over somebody's trust or how much money they got. Look, TST, that's a trust test. clap. I feel like there's a test that somebody passed. Clap. Hug and clap. You're going to get this money. Whoever you are, you're going to get this money from your grandmother or your grandparents or whatever this is, because this is clearly like a situation where there were some family members who took something. I don't even need a lot of cards for this. Good for you. Let's see also what TST is, right? Oh, TST and bank. Transitional stored tickets. It could be a merchant's name. I don't know what that is, but I don't know if that's it. Tuberculin test. It's a test. I guess that's what this is. Yeah, team selection test. So clap, you passed the test, and now you're getting this money. I don't feel like they can any longer hold this money back from you. Or if it was a home. Yeah, Libra, Taurus, again, divine feminine. This is definitely a divine feminine whose family members took. I feel like you put boundaries up. Yeah. That kind of love. I think that somebody may want to apologize for doing this, but you have boundaries up. Maybe you had to put boundaries up, man. These are also people that I feel like you have love for, too. Really good friends always messing with each other. Fraud. I mean, you can't get any clearer than this. Mercedes. There could be some people in your family or something like that that thought that they were going to buy a Mercedes. It could be this could be a toxic uncle or father figure in your family who tried to steal the trust or the money left in a will from another person. Their child may want to apologize to you. Protect me from my friends. I can take care of my enemies. So this was somebody that you considered a friend. Shooting up? Who's shooting up? Did they lie about this? Watch. You've been watched. Somebody could have bought a watch. They could have bought a Mercedes in your family. Yo, you got people in your family buying expensive things, and that money was supposed to go to another person. They're probably broken now. I feel, did they spend all this money? Oh my God. It's a toxic male energy in your family. They bought things that they weren't supposed to. So what's the outcome? There's some news that came out about this father, this uncle or something like that. Accusation. Drunk. They're a drunk. Sagittarius, but I feel like this is your ancestors here. You must be acting weird. So these people are acting a little off. Look, root. Okay. So your security. Somebody really, God, man, I can't stand when this shit comes out. I really can't. So there's, I guess this is it. Like somebody passed the test. And I don't know if in April this is going to get straightened out, or your birthday could be in April and this could be for you. Yeah, your birthday is in April. You could definitely be a Taurus with that Empress showing up a lot. But this, I don't know if somebody actually is doing this, but they could have like paid people to say this. Like these are people that you actually had love for. I feel like you started loving yourself. But I do. I feel like you had like a really like a very innocent, like, I don't judge you for the things that you've done. I never pointed fingers at any of you when you guys got into car accidents or DUIs or you cheated on my uncle or my aunt or my mother or father, whatever this is, helpless. Like somebody wanted another person like this and helpless, while other people were taking this and buying cars and watches and all kinds of other stuff. No, that shit's coming to an end here. They wanted another person, like, I guess, living in a tent. That feels like they wanted somebody, like, living in a box holding a sign up, and there was money that was supposed to go to another person. Just let it go. They wanted you to just let it go or give up, but I don't feel like you gave up. Maybe you kept talking about this. You could have a platform, or maybe you just were having conversations with your family about this and you wouldn't stop. They wanted you to just let it go, and it probably got even deeper than this. I'm guessing that if this is here, then they even attempted to have other things done to this person who was supposed to get this money, because now we know how this goes, right? We're learning about how many frauds you have in your family and friend group, that how important it was to them to interrupt. Like, you don't get to interrupt or intervene or cede money that was clearly on paper legally left to somebody, unless they probably forged that too. Tell me more about this situation, please. Freaked out because you predicted all of this. So your family members who did this, and whoever was connected with them to do this, they just figured, well, I mean, if we cut off all communication with this person, and we even tell other people, like, don't help them, when we make up a lie, possibly they could have possibly exchanged. They wanted to exchange who it went to. It was like swapping. This was part of someone's destiny to get this from someone. So it was going to help them build their life or get out of a hole that they couldn't get themselves out in. And somebody else or other people thought that it's not yours. And this also goes for any family members where, let's say they were like the person that was in charge, but it didn't say to give them money every month. And now someone's like, well, I don't like the fact that who you're hanging with, and I don't like the fact that maybe how you're living your life, so I'm just going to hold it from you. It's not up to you to do that. It's illegal to do that. Some of you guys had family members who thought because you weren't living your life the way they were living their life, that they had the okay to hold on to money that by law was supposed to go to you. No, you're not allowed to do that. You're not judge, jury, and executioner. It's amazing how many people will think that they have control even when the law says no. A Scorpio, you could be one, or you were dealing with one. You make a grown man die. A Scorpio lost weight in this situation because of all this stuff. You could have. I mean, Scorpio is also the death card. So they could have also, like, there's a situation where they wanted somebody hungry and destitute, man. You passed the test, though, and these people, there was a test on both sides. So let's say on the one side, like, let's say that you were doing, like, shit you shouldn't have done, right? And then you had, like, some family members and stuff that were acting like this. Let me tell you something. Do you know how agitating it is when you have family members who are actually living their life the same way that you were? Say that, like, you're a grandchild, but you're grown. You know, but you have family members who are in their 50s and stuff, and they're still living like they're in their 20s, but because they're older, they weren't questioned, or they get treated like they're adults just because of their age. I feel like somebody had family members who were just really like one way. Like you can't sway their opinion, and they're very old school, and it feels like a trait that was possibly carried on by grandparents, great-grandparents, where like there's not a lot of compassion, there's not a lot of understanding in this situation. Let me get one of these spiritual cards. I'm going to close this out because I can see that somebody's going to get this money. It couldn't keep going on like this. There was a test on both ends with this TST here, karmic father. So you could have had a karmic father that was connected to this. You know what punctuates that sentence? Action. We spend so much time explaining our boundaries that we forget to just have a boundary. Say no. So that's what you did. Somebody put boundaries up, because I'm guessing that there were some people on the outside that knew about this, and they were trying to possibly get another person to go back to living the way that they were. And somebody was like, no, I need to stay to myself, or I can't hang with you guys anymore. And you were tested. And that's amazing. So now what's the outcome now? Look, success. I don't even have to say anymore. I'm going to leave it at that. If you feel like this is for you, you could have been dealing with a Capricorn or an Aries, or this is just, or a Sagittarius, or you are this or something. But, you know, this ain't going to be for everybody. But there's somebody here who's definitely someone on the other end passed, and other people. I don't even feel like it's one. I think it's multiple people failed. The one who passed the test and did the right thing you will be getting what was left to you. If somebody has to sell their home because of it, if they have to sell these things and give it back to you, they're going to have to, because I feel like there's some law here. There's got to be a law here. Isaiah, what's up with Isaiah? Like, I don't really know much about. He's the prophet. Yeah. So you could definitely be a prophet. Would redeem his people from their sins. And I don't believe in sins. I just believe that we make mistakes because we're humans, and that's that. But warnings of judgment. Oh, so somebody was in that Isaiah energy where you probably warned some family members of yours, you're going to experience judgment for stealing my money, judging me, wanting me on the street, wanting me homeless, wanting me hopping from couch to couch, like me worried about having a roof over my head while you guys are buying Mercedes and watches and all this other stuff. There's some family members, let's say this didn't have anything to do even with life insurance or anything like that, or will money. There's a flip happening in a family situation where there's family members who cared more about money than somebody that was in this energy of really, really wanting to help them, but secretly wanting to see them fail. People are losing, and the one who passed the test is gaining. It's just how it was supposed to be. But I feel like you warned these people, or whoever you are, you were kind enough to warn these people. Maybe they thought that you were ignorant, like, who do you think you are? It could be the kind of thing where you were the black sheep or the scapegoat, not self-proclaimed, but it could have been like 26, like you were the one that had addictions or something. Like, how are you going to predict stuff because you're always high or something like that? And here you predicted everything that's happening. Don't judge a book by its cover. Maybe that was also another big lesson that had to be learned here. So it feels like somebody shut a lot of people up only by speaking what maybe your ancestors told you to say. But this is at the bottom. This is balance. Somebody found balance in a situation where other people were going to count you out. It's not going to happen. We're not going nowhere, you guys. I love you. Philly out.